Hello, I am J. Will Muse, and I will be talking about the NBA playoffs and the current standings and some of the things that have happened throughout the playoffs. And I'll be making a video later about specifically the Thunder when they probably more than likely sweep the Pelicans. And so I'll start off with the Cavaliers and the Magic. And so I think the problem with the Cavs is that they rely way too much on Donovan Mitchell to do everything. Uh, and then there's also the fact that Evan Mobley is really just getting bullied around in the power forward position by Pablo Banchero. He's not able to really guard him for the most part. Um, and then Darius Garland is like basically D'Lo. He could be good one night and then not the next. So um, I predict the Magic in seven. That's me. Um, and so I think that the I'll start talking about the Knicks now, and the Knicks and the 76ers. So I think that the problem with the 76ers is Joel Embiid can't stay healthy. And I mean, it's not really his fault. I don't think that they should be allowing him to play with the injuries that he has. And I personally think it is low key medical malpractice to let him play with the injuries that he has. They spray numbing cream or whatever the fuck they have on there for his injuries and stuff, and he just plays through them. Like, but how long is he really going to be able to do that? Do they really? And clearly not at an effective rate to where he can generate them wins because they're down 3-1 and they're more than likely not coming back from that. They should have just sat him throughout the series if they thought that they weren't going to be able to win with him. And at this point, they shouldn't play him again because they're not coming back from 3-1. It's just not going to happen. So, like, I just think that because, and there's Joel Embiid, he's a big guy, he's huge. And so, him being injured and having to play a certain way because he's not able to play fully healthy causes other players to get injured as well. Like he grabbed the guy's leg or whatever, and like to avoid him falling. And I mean, I'm not gonna go out here and say like most people are saying like, oh, he meant to do that. He was trying to hurt him. Like I don't think so. Like I really don't. I just don't think that he should be playing if he can't be quick enough to move out of the way of someone that he knew was going to jump and saw it coming. Like, if he had the reaction time to grab the guy's leg, he should have just moved out of the way. But if he's too hurt to do that, why is he in the game? Because he's just causing other people to potentially get hurt. And that's not the only instance where it happened. It's happened quite a bit in the series. So I think that they shouldn't have played him this series at all. I think they should have just sat him and waited out until next year, where they could have maybe made a better run if he stays healthy. And so the Knicks, on the other hand, Jalen Brunson's going crazy. He's having a fucking great um, series, and not really much else I can say other than the Knicks are really getting at it. So, and then I'll talk about the Celtics and the Heat. First off, the fucking Celtics should never have lost to the Heat. A Jimmy Butler-less Heat, it's ridiculous. The fact that they can lose to a team like that shows me that they can lose to almost any team in the playoffs. So, um, I don't think that they're as invincible or untouchable as people say. I mean, players have bad games. I get it, but like you lost to a Jimmy Butler-less Heat. You're the one seed of the East. You're the best team supposedly in the NBA. Statistically, you are the best team in the NBA. So for the Celtics to lose to the Jimmy Butler-less Heat is like it just shows them that they're vulnerable in areas. I guarantee you, people are going to go back and um, watch that film and exploit whatever the Heat was exploiting. And if it's 3-point shots, who's the best 3-point shooters in the NBA? Start talking about the Thunder versus the Pelicans. And so the Thunder broke the record in game 2 for highest 3-point shot percentage in a game, in a playoff game ever. I think it was something like 60 or 70%, somewhere in that range. I'm not really sure the exact statistic on it right now, but yeah, the Thunder are the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA. They have a top 5 defense, a top 5 offense, um, and the Pelicans. I mean, quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm not. You know it. We would have beat the Pelicans with or without Zion. I mean, it would have been. They definitely would have won game 1 for sure. I'll definitely admit that um, had difficulty going against the Pelicans in game 1 because I didn't think we probably didn't think that they were able to make the adjustments to play without him so quickly, and so I'm not saying that we played badly or played light or whatever, because what in reality, I was at the game, I watched it, and so what happened was is we were just missing open shots. We got our shots, like we got to our spots, but we just missed the shots. And then in game 2, we made the proper adjustments, and you saw what happened. In game 3, same thing. Game 4, same. Well, game 4 hasn't happened yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. Um, but games 2 and 3, those were like unprecedented level of shooting accuracy and efficiency in the NBA. So uh, I think people really do just underestimate how good the Thunder really is. We have our starting lineup is probably one of the best starting lineups in the NBA. We have SGA, the MVP candidate. I'm not talking like accolades and stuff. I'm talking like pure skill. So we have SGA, the MVP candidate. In my opinion, the MVP for sure. If Jokic wins it, I guess sure. He definitely deserves it because he's been very very good this year. But as long as Luka doesn't get it, because he doesn't deserve it, I'll be fine. But regardless, then we have J Dub averaging 20 points a game in his second year. Uh, he is one of the most clutch players in the fourth quarter. He, I think he averages like 8 points in the fourth, which is crazy. And then we have Chet Holmgren, 7'3" block two way monster. Like he had, I think he had like 25 in the last game. He has like 11 blocks. He has more blocks than the entire Pelicans team. He has 11 blocks in the series. He had 5 blocks in the first game. Chet is just different. Like he's gonna get better and better. I think people really don't appreciate him because of Victor Wembanyama's existence. And not to hate on Victor Wembanyama, he is a whole different story. Like I don't know, he'll probably end up being top 5 ever if no injuries, barring no injuries. But I think that Chet Holmgren could also end up in that conversation, barring no injuries, because they're almost the same player. They play the same way. So it's just, I mean, and Chet had better stats than him, but I mean, that's also probably because he's the first. I mean, he's the third option on the team, and Victor Wembanyama is the first. But let's regards that, there's Lou Dort, who's probably the most underrated defender in the NBA. Like, I don't get it. He's probably not going to make an all defensive team, but he definitely is all defensive team caliber. Um, and then Josh Giddey, who a lot of people hate on him because of the situation and all of that. And he was not playing very well in the start of the year. But as of recent, he has been playing very well, and I think his playmaking and rebounding ability is something that we need as a team because, as y'all know, the Thunder struggle with rebounding. That's basically their only weakness. So the fact that he can even get like 10 to 12 a game is definitely worth something. And the fact that he can also pass the ball, his passing is elite. I don't think you guys understand. His passing is pinpoint accurate and fast, like super fast. And then when he does drive, if it's a strong drive, he'll usually make it. There has been times where I've seen him miss one or whatever, but I mean, everyone misses. It's going to happen. But stop talking about the Thunder and the Pelicans for now. We know who's going to win that. It's just win. And so, talk about the Bucks and the Pacers. So, the Bucks and the Pacers, it's really sad because, like, if Giannis and Dame were healthy, the Pelicans wouldn't have won. I mean, not the Pelicans. Sorry, the Pacers. And so it's like obviously the Pacers are playing well. Pascal Siakam averaging 36, bro. Like he's the definition of playoff riser, bro. He's like, oh, this is serious now. Well, let me get serious then. Like type. I don't know what he got going on, but he's him. So him and Tyrese are going crazy. I'm not gonna knock them or nothing, but I just don't think. And let's be real. Obviously, if Giannis was in, Pascal Siakam wouldn't be averaging 36. He'd be averaging like 25 maybe, but not 36. And then yeah, like Dame not being in the game, not being healthy, basically the whole series. And then Chris Middleton getting hurt and then coming back, but he was clearly still shaken up by it. Like it's just they're not playing an actual team that was built for the NBA playoffs. So I can't really, I'm gonna give them the props, but like not, they're losing both their all stars. They're not playing with both their all stars. So that's gonna be an easy win for them. The series is over, in my opinion. I don't know how they could ever come back without Giannis or Dame. So, um, and now I'll talk about the Nuggets and the Lakers, who LeBron just basically didn't want to get swept, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to be able to pull out a 0-3. Never been done before. I mean, if anybody's going to do it, it's LeBron James. If anybody can do the impossible, it's him. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't see Jokic being able to lose 4 games in a row in a playoff setting like that. Um, and then, I mean, I see Jamal Murray got hurt. Um, and so I don't know how that's really going to go. I mean, obviously, it's a lot different if Jamal Murray doesn't play because he is like the second option. So he's extremely good. That game winning shot, I think it was game 2. Oh my God. It's one of the best game winning shots I've probably ever seen. It was it was great. I can't even lie. It was awesome. I got hyped for that. I was like, whoa, type stuff. But yeah, um, and against my Lakers too. Like, I mean, I'm a secondary Lakers fan. I'm a Thunder fan first, but I I think it's gonna be a 4-1. I think the Nuggets are gonna win today, and then that'll be the series, and it'll be taken into my next. It'll be Minnesota versus Denver because Minnesota versus the Suns, man, Ant went crazy in that series. I gotta give him his props. He cooked everybody. He posterized KD. He hit like two or three. I think he hit three threes in a row consecutively. It was a masterclass performance by Ant, and so they swept the Suns, who had KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and I mean they Bradley Beal didn't play well, but Devin Booker and Kevin Durant played well. So that's a wrap for that series. I don't know what else to say other than Ant destroyed them. Like it was and Cat too. Ant and Cat, they one of the best duos in the NBA. I can't deny it. So um, I think that's where I'll wrap it up. So if you guys like the content, just be back for me talking specifically about the Thunder series after hopefully today they beat them. If not, then I'll still make a video about it. But you know, see y'all later. Have a good day.